In the passage from Matthew 26 verse 26, where Jesus gestures towards his disciples, instructing them to partake of his body, we are ushered into a profound exploration of the transformative power inherent in the physical essence of Christ. This invitation beckons us to delve deeper into the mystical connection between Jesus' physical presence and the healing grace that emanated from him throughout his earthly ministry. Imagine, if you will, the very embodiment of health and vitality walking amongst humanity. Jesus, untouched by the afflictions that plagued those around him, radiated with divine energy and vitality. His very touch was imbued with healing power, capable of restoring not only physical ailments but also emotional and spiritual wounds. Recall the poignant accounts where individuals, desperate for healing, reached out to touch even the hem of Jesus' garment and were instantaneously made whole. The profound depth of this healing power is vividly portrayed in passages such as Mark 6 verse 56 and Luke 6 verse 19, where multitudes experienced miraculous healings simply by coming into contact with Jesus. Contemplate the scene painted for us. A procession of the afflicted lining the streets, their hopeful gazes fixed upon Jesus as he passed by. With a compassionate touch, he brought forth healing, transforming lives in ways that surpassed mere physical restoration. His actions stood in stark contrast to the superficial gestures we often witness today, underscoring the authenticity and depth of his healing ministry. When Jesus spoke of his body as bread to be eaten, his disciples grasped the profound implications of his words. They understood that by partaking of his body, they were ingesting not only sustenance but also his divine essence, a tangible connection to the healing power of Jesus himself. It wasn't merely a symbolic act but a transformative communion with the very source of life and wholeness. As we engage in the sacred ritual of Holy Communion, we are called to embrace this truth with unwavering faith and expectancy. It is not merely a matter of consuming bread and wine. It is an act of communion with the living Christ, wherein we partake of his body and blood, symbolizing our unity with him and the redemptive power of his sacrifice. In doing so, we affirm our belief in the promise of abundant life and divine health that Jesus offers to all who come to him in faith. It is a declaration that through his broken body, we find not only physical healing but also spiritual renewal and complete wholeness in every aspect of our being. So, as we reflect on Jesus' invitation to partake of his body, let us do so with hearts open wide to receive the fullness of his grace and healing power. Let us approach the communion table with reverence and gratitude, mindful of the sacredness of the moment and the profound transformation it offers to all who partake in faith. For in Jesus' body, we discover not only healing but also the boundless love and mercy of our Savior, who invites us to partake of his divine life and experience the fullness of his redemption.